Onivia, League of Legends highlights, powered by ArcaneBet.com. Bet live on Esports.
Huge fan of those last two picks in the draft, and I feel like G2 is going to have to snowball pretty hard off of the Camille in order to make that effective. I love the synergy there of Camille locking Kassadin into the Hextech ultimatum to prevent the late game rift.
Early invade.
Good ward coming for P1. Zig knows exactly what is happening here. Renekton incredibly difficult to die, but being a little bit cocky there, walking forward, taking a bit of damage from Trick, can reset tower aggro.
He's dead.
Yeah, he's just gonna walk him down. Well, that's first blood for Trick, folks.
That was the most random first blood.
Difficult against the Tom Kench, but matchup already going quite well for P1, 3 stacks,
how low
4.
they can get him.
Trick just looking for the rinse and repeat. Zig, of course, did not burn Flash last time.
He's not going to burn Flash this time either.
And he's taken down. All right. This is a strong start for Europe. 2 kills already.
From a team like G2 is that once they have an early lead, they're not the kind of team to let it go. As an action happens in the bottom lane.
Mike Young on the backside. Featherstorm comes out. Maybe he can eat a lot of people, but he cannot eat himself. Now going to get eaten up by Arrow, and that's an easy kill for P1. But action going to continue on the top side. Trick coming over the wall. The hook shot, the wall dive, the cocoon, the chain CC, and finally the kill.
Yeah, and that's...
They have decided to move Expect into the Kassadin lane. I feel like Expect will feel pretty confident in this 1v1 as he goes for the stun.
Hook shot, holds it, looks for the wall dive onto Ryu. Now locked up, brings in Sven. Sorry, Ryu. No chance to dash. You're just going to drop.
Beautiful play from G2 along with the tower.
And that's exactly what you talked about could happen when Expect goes down into the bottom lane and matches the Kassadin. They can generate kills on the person who needs to be the late game carry for Phoenix1. Now I feel like a desperation dive on a Perks.
3 stacks, Perks looks like he's going to get locked up and taken down, but there's the hook shot, the wall dive, body blocked by Expecial, and that means Expect could be next 4 stacks.
I feel like that if he wanted to hold his own a little bit more, it might have been smarter, as Mike Young has found Trick.
Trick goes up, comes down, has to flash right out to safety, but Mithy is there with the Devour if he needs it. And P1 continuing with the aggressive jump plays. Perk's going to look for the save, but Ryu not going to give him the chance. You wanted to know why. And the thing is, when we look at the last time G2 were able to have a successful early game, it was against Cloud9, and it led to a very unsuccessful mid-game. But Zig, unfortunately, not trying to match him under the tower, trying to match him in the jungle. Doesn't look like he's going to get the opportunity. One more hook shot, wall dive will make it over the wall. Tack sweep's not going to connect.
Baron, especially with Perks, Rockets being able to poke. But the threat is there, and if you're going to walk up like Mike Young is, you have to have a sweeper, otherwise they're going to see you.
Leaping back, actually going to get the knockup. Expect running to safety. Perks gets deleted from the fight, and now, oh, this is not what Expect wanted. He's running for his life. He can fight Zig, but he cannot fight Arrow. Beautiful block comes in from Expecial on the Featherstorm, and that's just a one.
They're definitely doing the Baron.
And with the Callista there, backed up by Elise, it is nigh impossible to stop it. Trick is alive, but he is simply too far away. That is Baron for P1, and suddenly the team finds themselves.
Perks is still yet to complete his second item. He is having such little impact in this game that it's going to be difficult as Ryu's been caught.
Trying to find a way out. Rift walk away, looking for the juke. Hook shot, wall dive. You just cannot get away from a Camille and an Elise.
Yeah, if he did have the Zonias, though, as you talked about earlier, maybe.
Expect has to be careful. Trick on the way in as well. Mithy is here, but no one in the belly.
Oh, fight going down to the jungle, too.
Sven getting hungry. Now getting kicked back. Perks has to be careful. Looks like he's just going to get deleted. Arrow is a monster this game. Are they going to hunt for the kill? The face call comes out, but we don't have time to watch it. We have to set our sights on the bottom lane. Look at the fight above us. Sven running for his life. 2 stacks, 3 stacks. Not going to find the 4th quite yet, though, and that means Sven is going to make it to safety. 4 members grouped on the side of G2, but they are in no man's land, and that's going to be Mithy getting taken out.
Skirmish, which forced a 2v3 in the jungle.
And he had full vision as well of the river. He knew exactly what was going on as Expect now dead.
Oh, on the backside of the play,
Ryu has arrived.
Kill, and Perks is caught out again. The chain CC, 3 stacks, 4, and deleted.
But it's going to be a tough hold.
And I love the proactivity from P1, constantly getting deep vision, constantly looking for picks to break into the bases. G2, their backs against the wall.
coming in to keep the minion healthy. Featherstorm comes out, but Sven going to get eaten up by Mithy. Kicks right back by Mike Young. Mithy looking for another tower to keep his 80 carry safe, but there are no options left. Mike Young, where are you going to click it? Don't even need it. Ryu going to pop it up. That's 2 picked up from P1. Trick is running for his life, and P1 are going to break open the base.
Credit to Mike Young there, getting a 2-for-1 kick. You wait until Tom Kench devours someone, you kick them both into your team. Trick gets one back, though.
Fire's back, but P1 still knock open the base. They have to be careful now, though, because attack sweep to slow him down. Perks is on the way. He has the package, but he is waiting to pull that trigger. Will he fire the payload? Expect weaving in and out. Cocoon, Zig tanking up so much of the front line damage here. Has to back off. There's the Hextech ultimatum. They're looking for the Renekton. Can they get it? Special blocking the damage. The Fate's call comes in.
That was pretty big.
Is on the backside. They're waiting for the Ren, but they cannot find it. Trick gonna go up. A brief pause, but he comes down. Oh! Didn't think he'd have his own. It's Minty! Suddenly, G2 are looking to turn this right back. The double 80 carries may not be enough. Expect Trick is holding on with an inch of his life, but the Zhonya's
fight that will result in a Baron going in favor of G2.
What goes up does not necessarily have to come down. Trick proves right here as he pops his Zhonya's and baits Phoenix1 into this. Mike Young could try first, nobody's too late, and now he might fall too.
Locked in the pit, Mike Young, signed, sealed, delivered. Is going to drop in favor of G2.
And all G2 had to do was run. They just had to kite. And Sven was such a big part of that as they go for the re-engage.
Mithy leaping forward, but Perks going to get eaten up. Does he have time to proc the thick skin? It looks like he will. Perks now running for his life. Mike Young on the front line. The blade caller comes in.
Here comes Camille.
You can see why he loves that pick, but suddenly it's expect on the backside. The hook shot, the wall dive. What can he block with the Hextech ultimatum? It's going to buy a bit of time. Ryu now sealed up. That's the double kill coming in for Sven. G2 are starting to route P1. But Arrow continues to play back, continues to dish out the damage. The Zhonya's continues to save the day.
I mean, Zika's had such a miserable game. When's the last time you saw Renekton with a non-upgraded team up?
When's the last time you saw Kassadin get away there? But it looks like Ryu will find an exit out. Suddenly it's Trick who's in trouble. No chance to Zhonya's that one. No time to go golden. It's Perk who's going to get knocked up. Expect running for his life. The hook shot, the wall dive to interrupt Mike Young. Sven the flash forward, the aggressive move. Arrow now hungry for blood. The big caller, the Feather Storm. Where is it going to go? Mithy trying to save. How many feathers can he call back? Will he catch them in the wall? Not going to find them. That means Mithy is the sacrificial lamb. Sven is running for his life.
When they didn't chase him down at the end of the fight.
Well, now Mithy.
It's just delay as long as they can.
Oh, wait a second. Perks is on the way. Oh no, Mike Young. Leaping over the wall.
Dead.
Sven now just going to get taken out. I think Ryu's going to kill Perks as well. Okay. Hey, what just happened in this fight?
It was an ace for P1. Beautiful fight for them.
For base.
G2 keep your eyes on expect. He's going to flash for the wall. Ryu's chasing him down. Not a whole ton of options left. Abyssal Voyage has delivered. Is this the signature EU backdoor? What are they going to do? Ryu does manage to take down expect. But it looks like Perk's going to try to take one inhibitor. Meanwhile, on the top side, Sven and Mithy will look to grab another one, but P1, they're not going to have it. Not giving it away for free, at least at this point. Ryu TPing in on the backside. Sven's ultimate has been blocked. He has been stunned up. Mithy, I don't know if you can save him. Spins him out, trying to blast cone himself, trying to make him pick. Playing the mind games, backing off Trick on the way in. Sven still making it out to safety. Mike Young trying to come over the wall. Can he kick him back into the team? Trying to find the kick. He's going to get him stunned up, and Sven going to get taken down.
Okay, here's the question, though. Base, and they have a temporary 5v3 in the base. 5v2. Here we go.
It's a struggle to keep track.
TP is available for Expect, though. All G2 have to do is
stall. Would have hidden, they could have tried to. It's going to be a tough stall.
Is Expect going to do it?
No, they have to stop this push.
Sig pushing in for a little bit more. Expect doing what he can. Tactical sweep somewhat blocked by the Unbreakable.
They're going to commit.
Pushing for a little bit more. 15 seconds on Sven. 14 on Trick. The 3v5. Perks, what can you do to save your team?
Kick.
Now knocked back. P1, they're going in. They don't even waste a moment. They're going to go for the jugular. Arrow's going to end the game. My God, P1. What a win.
Back and forth and back again, as is the NA versus EU rivalry from time to time. But Phoenix1, in the end, run down enough scrappy kills against G2, who could never quite get the split just right enough. And that's their third win of Rift Rivals.
I am floored, gentlemen. The amazing play, and that man at the front of the line, Ryu, you have to praise him, because when the team could not find the early game leads, it was the counter pick in the mid lane. It was the